Hi Dimes, this is a video I've been meaning to do for a while now, and it's a video about not only dime piece friendly or wallet friendly blushes, the blushes that I find to be the best for I guess for your money, I guess for your dollar, I don't know, you know what I'm saying. It's late, just got off of work, I'm tired. But also blushes that I think are really great for women of color, particularly women who are maybe of the darker skinned family. Oftentimes I feel that women who are darker skinned kind of shy away from using a blush because we feel that, you know, because we don't blush naturally in the sense where we get the rosy cheeks, or some of us don't, I know I don't. We might find that it may look unnatural to have blush on the cheeks, but what it really does is just highlight your cheekbones and apply that, give you that nice contour that you're looking for. I'm wearing blush now. Because it's late in the day and I don't really have any natural light, you may not be able to see that I have blush on, but I certainly have blush on, and I wear blush every day. I feel naked without it. And you can definitely, you know, as long as you're using blushes that are right for your skin tone, you can certainly find blushes that, or apply them and you won't look kind of crazy. And so this is not only an introduction to blushes and blushes that I use and blushes that I think are great dime piece friendly blushes, but also a mini tutorial for how to apply blushes that I actually learned by watching a YouTube video, and I can't remember his name, but he does a lot of the tutorials about Kim Kardashian, so I will link him or something somewhere so you know who I'm talking about. I want to say it's like Goss something, I don't know for sure, but he's really great, and this was a technique that I learned from him, and I'll talk about that briefly, but let's just first start with the blushes, right? So the blushes that I think are the absolute best on the market in terms of pigmentation, in terms of quality, are the Milani Baked Blushes. Now, I don't love everything Milani makes, particularly Milani shadows, not in love, not a fan, but their blushes, forget about it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And the colors that I have, and I have quite a few, this one is called Red Vino, and it's a darker berry, not berry, but a darker red with gold flecks all throughout, beautiful on the skin tone. It's like a blush and a highlighter in one, love it. And unfortunately, because of my lighting and all that and all the work it took me to kind of get my husband to set this up, you may not be able to see the color as well as I'd like you to see it. So for sure, follow my blog. There are links to my blog. If you go to my channel home, there are links to my blog, my Instagram, my Pinterest, my Facebook fan page, all of those things. So certainly if you follow me on my blog, I will have swatches and better pictures of these actual blushes. So that's Red Vino. The other one, the one I'm actually wearing today is called Coralina, and I was actually introduced to this color by a review by Emily Noel, who's on Beauty Broadcast. She's so sweet and so outgoing, and she's not a woman of color, or at least not my color. And it worked for her, and for whatever reason I felt that I would give it a whirl too, and I had tried the others and I really liked them, so I thought, why not? And I actually really like it. Now, I will say that for Coralina, I do have to dip in to get that color to really show up on my skin tone, but that's again because of my skin tone, and I really, really do like it, so you should give it a try. It's a coral color. It's actually a cross between, I would say, a coral and an orange color. Again, because of the lighting, you can't really see it, but it's another fantastic color in that family. The other color that I have is called Rose Doro. This is between Red Vino and Rose Doro, let me actually look at them. I mean, I guess this is more, Red Vino is, I guess, yes, it is more of a berry, and Rose Doro is more of a pinky red, if that makes any sense. And again, they both have those gold flecks in them. I love them both equally. I use them both equally. Also in that family, I have Luminoso, and which is, if you have the Milani Baked, the Milani Mineral Baked Blush, which was luminous. I think it's discontinued. I bought like 50 of them when they were 75% off last winter. And this is in I guess, kind of in that family, but I really find this color to not be so great for me. It's very well liked. It's a dupe for NARS's Orgasm, as I'm told, but I really think the better dupe was the Mineral Baked Blush called Luminous. That has more of a almost golden sheen, and I love using it under the eye. I use it almost every day. I really enjoy it. This one just is a little bit more chalky. It's not in that, doesn't have that golden sheen to it that the others have in this family. So I'm not sure, I don't quite love it. So those of you that have tried it, let me know how you use it, and if you're my complexion or maybe even a little lighter or whatever, whomever, if you've tried it and you love it, let me know why, and maybe I'll give it another shot, right? So those are my Milani Baked Blushes. I have tried, they have one that's a pink color. I don't know what it's called exactly, but it's a pink color that I actually returned last week to Target because it did not show up on my skin tone whatsoever. But the rest of these more berries and coral colors, thumbs up. Alright, so what else do I love? What other blushes am I loving? So I really like the Wet n Wild blushes. Particularly for a darker skin tone is this one called Berry Shimmer. I mean, this is like, it's actually, it somewhat reminds me of Rose Doro. And it's like a deep red with just, I mean, look at it, just a slight touch of my finger, and look at how pigmented that is. I mean, just nuts, right? And I love it. I use it when I remember to use it. You have so much of this crap, honestly, you forget to use certain things, but these are $2.99 each. You can get them a lot cheaper on sale when Wet n Wild has their great sales, and I love it. This is another one, Mellow Vine. They have so many colors. I really like them. I actually usually keep my Wet n Wild's ones, my Wet n Wild blushes in my travel pack. I have a whole travel makeup kit. Those of you that know me and have had me stay with you during the weekend, you know that I have like a big old suitcase full of makeup that is not the makeup that I have at home, because why repack it? Anyway, what else do I love? The NYX blushes. I do like the NYX blushes. Do they rank up there with the Milani Baked Blushes or the Wet n Wild blushes? No, but again, if you're looking for a dime piece friendly blush, why not? And I like the NYX blushes have great dupes for some of the matte blushes on the market. The two that I have are Silky Rose and Cinnamon. Cinnamon is more of an orangey color, like it's like crazy, like orangey color, but actually shows up on my skin. So give it a whirl. What else? And I also have the NYX Cream Blushes, which I will say are on the greasier side, even if you can, I don't know if you can see that, but they're on the greasier side. But I actually like using them as shadow bases sometimes, and sometimes I use them on my cheeks before applying another blush on top of it as like a cheek base even, and they work. And sometimes I wear them alone. And what I've been told, what I was doing was using my fingers before to apply these, but I felt like I would end up wiping off my foundation. So what someone told me recently was to use what's called a stipple brush, and this is a stipple brush, and apparently they're very good for applying liquid foundations and cream blushes. I have not yet tried it, but if you're willing to try it, if you're looking to try a cream blush and want to know what to use, this is what people say works best. So let me know how that works for you. I'll let you know how it works for me. And last but not least, I just want to show you really quickly a quick tutorial for applying blush. So I already have Coralina on, so I'm going to use that. Now, what people traditionally do to apply a blush is they do this, right? They go, and you've probably seen me do this in some of my videos, and I have been completely honest and open in saying that I am a work in progress, and I'm also learning a lot of makeup techniques and tricks, and I learn them from the people who are really great makeup artists and people who apply makeup very well here on YouTube. I'm learning, and when I have a makeup eye that I really love, I post a video of it. I haven't done one in like 3 weeks because I haven't had an opportunity to really, I'm like falling out of the loop. But I'm going to get back on. I'm going to do some more tutorials for you guys in the coming weeks, so just stay tuned. But in the meantime, consider this a quick mini blush tutorial, right? So what people traditionally do is they smile like this, and then they apply the blush on their cheeks, right? And the problem with doing that is that you're not like this all the time. So you're not always gonna look like it's gonna look, because what's gonna happen is when you go like this, you're gonna be stuck with these two like watchers right here, and you look crazy. You don't want that. So the best way to apply brushes is why do I always screw up blush and brush? The best way to apply blush is, of course, to use a blush brush, and this is one here, or you can use a contouring brush, which is a little more angled, and you get one of these blush brushes, you dip it, and again with Coralina, I like to go like crazy with like dipping it in and really getting the color on there, because for me, I need to do this to get it to show up on my skin. And Honestly, I probably should have picked a different color to show you for the sake of this video because with the lighting. But it's the technique I want to show you, not necessarily how I apply the blush. And I don't have a mirror in front of me, so bear with me with how this looks. And this is what you want to do. See that? And what it does is it like lifts your face and you're lifting. So even when you're not smiling, your face is still like, you see what I'm saying? And if you do just the blush on the apples of your cheeks, you look crazy. So don't do that. Go like this. Like a fishy face. Pack that sucker in, pack that in, pack that in, pack. And you know, you can use a kabuki brush to kind of buff it out. Whatever, blend it in better. You name it. So that's it for dime piece friendly blushes. And if you have any questions, concerns, comments, definitely let me know. And follow my blog for swatches and pictures and more information. Alright, thanks so much for watching, guys. Big kiss.